Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Stephen Stairs. I'm the CEO of Benton Resources. Benton was founded in 2005. We are a project generator, and in the last few months, we've put together probably the best project that I've ever seen in my career. I started with Noranda Mining back in 1987. Spent about 8 years with those guys. Great team of guys. In fact, some of the guys from Noranda, John Sullivan now is on my board. He was one of the senior guys at Noranda Extrata. Forward-looking statements, obviously I'll be talking about what ifs and hopefuls. So it's not a recommendation to buy the stock and etc. Right now we have 84 million shares issued. We've never done a rollback. Up until about 3 or 4 days ago, we had $5 million in the bank, and we paid $3 million to Rio Tinto for a very exciting new discovery that Rio made in the last few years. The results were never made published, and Benton managed to wrap that project up along with a major platinum+palladium resource that was held by Panoramic Resources, an Australian company that purchased a Canadian deposit. Since that time, when we went into negotiations with Rio and Panoramic, a company to the north of us, only 60 kilometers, called North American Platium, last week announced a $1 billion takeout by Impala from South Africa. So this was a great endorsement to the area. And the deposit that now we have in our control is the only resource outside that mine, within 60 kilometers. We're a team that's been involved in the mining industry, like I say, since 1987. In 2007, myself and my brother was involved in the Bell Dennis Prospector of the Year Award at the PDAC, which is the biggest mining award in the industry. For our contribution of our whole family, which includes about 40 different prospectors. And in 2000, 2015, and 2017, we won the local Northern Ontario Prospector Award for various discoveries that we made around Ontario. We currently hold many projects looking for joint venture partners. We have 2 projects that are under option from Rio Tinto that are working on our projects. We have a excellent gold project along strike from Marathon Gold, which is a large resource in Newfoundland, under option to Quadro Resources. Bark and Barrow Lake are 2 projects that Rio Tinto are advancing on our behalf. They're earning up to 70% on those projects. And the most exciting one, and Panama Gold, which is along strike from the Great Bear discovery in Red Lake, which I have a map to show that. But the TBN and the Escape Lake projects are what's most exciting. We tied this deal up, and being a project generator, we've now brought in a shell company called Regency Gold, which has been financed by some of the most powerful guys, such as Sprott Resources in Toronto, Paradigm, Canaccord. So the shell is currently held by those individuals, and they're currently going to finance Regency to make all the payments to Panoramic and Rio Tinto moving forward, including all the exploration. So we've completely de-risked it for Benton, and in return we'll hold 24.6 million shares of their company, plus a royalty. So, and I believe this thing could have potential to be in production within 3 or 4 years, and I'll show you why. So here's the deal. $4.5 million on signing to Panoramic. That's due on 60 days from November 3rd, with a $250,000 down payment, which Regency is going to make. Escape Lake, $6 million, $3 million Benton already paid to Rio. The other $3 million over 3 years will be paid by by Regency Gold. The Thunder Bay North deposit, as a historical resource that was drilled off from 2008 right to 2011, right now of about 741,000 ounces of platinum equivalent at 2.3 grams. and another inferred of half or 50,000 tons at 2.9 grams platinum equivalent. Some of the drill intercepts from that deposit are 13 meters of like 1 ounce, 2.6 meters and 97 grams platinum palladium. These are probably some of the highest grade platinum palladium values ever to come out of North America. And Rio Tinto's discovery on Escape Lake, which sits right inside of the block that Panoramic holds, they've drilled a whopping 121 meters of 2.5 grams with 0.86 copper nickel, including 33 meters of 7.2 grams and 2.26 copper nickel. These results were never made public until Benton released them about 2 months ago. We've entered into the letter of intent with Regency Gold. So they're going to make all the payments, as I mentioned. Benton will be issued 24.6 million shares of Regency, which essentially is just under 50% of the shares outside of the company. Oh, here to go back. And then they're going to do a $10 million financing at 20 cents a share, which is currently underway. We believe that should be completed. On my slide, it says 7 or 8 million. That's what we were originally going to do, but it sounds like their interest from Sprott and Paradigm and Canaccord is much higher, and it sounds like they're going to do 20 cents of $10 million. So we're hoping that's going to close relatively quickly. And Regency has put together a tremendous management team to help advance this platinum palladium project. In fact, it's the same team that discovered the Voisey Bay deposit in northern Labrador. Same group that discovered the Reed Brook deposit, which is the down plunge extension of Voisey Bay. And they're now joining the Regency management, and they're assembling a good team to advance this project under one umbrella. The Thunder Bay North deposit has had over $100 million invested into it since 2008, which is remarkable that we're going to buy this for $15 million. It's very shallow. It comes within. It comes right to surface, but our mine for the our plan for the Thunder Bay North is to do a brand new PEA based on underground mining only. Originally, Panoramic Resources done a PEA based on open pit and underground, but there's a lake that would have to be drained, and the capex was over $100 million, so we didn't think that was going to be viable for a roughly probably 1 million ounces that's going to be underground. We have no doubt that these type of deposits will find more ore once we're underground. Norelx was discovered in the 40s. They basically went underground and found that these conduits fill any cross-faulting structures. These conduits generally will fill and create some of the highest grade values in the world in these type of deposits. The Escape Lake in Thunder Bay has also got a 1-to-1 platinum palladium ratio, meaning that if palladium right now is trading at $1,700 an ounce. So if platinum overtakes palladium, as it always do sometimes when the price gets a bit high, and these car manufacturers and so forth don't want to pay that high price, they'll switch their catalytic converters to platinum. You'll see platinum, overtake palladium. So it's well sheltered. It also got a tremendous amount of base metals with it for this type of deposit, and the potential for finding massive sulfides such as the Eagle deposit and the Talon Resources Tamarack deposits, which also came from Rio Tinto, is tremendous. We believe that Rio had only a small piece of ground and probably thought this might be too small for them. And we are certainly excited that they've give Benton the opportunity to pick this project up. And in fact, 80 kilometers west of this project, Rio Tinto has 2 projects under option from Benton in a project that Benton had discovered high-grade PG and copper boulders. So Rio is trying to source those boulders, and that will give us the opportunity to advance this. Rio won't have any back-end rights, and they're going to keep a 1% royalty. So a good deal for us. Regency plan immediately will be a 10 to 20,000 meter drill program on the Escape Lake block, and they're going to do a new PEA based on underground mining and possibly toll milling up at the Lac des Îles facility that was just bought by Platinum, or by Impala, sorry. So this is just a map to show where the deposits are. The Eagle deposit, Tamarack, Crystal Lake, and Thunder Bay North all were owned by Rio Tinto. They sold the Eagle to Lundin, Tamarack to Benton Resources, and now Benton will hold the controlling interest in the Thunder Bay North through Regency Gold. You got to drive through the project to get to the Lac des Îles mine, only 40 kilometers back to Thunder Bay. So great infrastructure. Again, very similar to the Norilks type model and Voisey Bay and Tamarack. I won't go into the uses of platinum palladium. Panama Gold, excellent project up in the Red Lake, a line strike from Great Bear. It's under option to Maxtech Ventures. We own 2 million shares, and they got to pay us $600,000 over 3 years. We just signed that deal, and we're going to keep a 2% royalty. You can see Great Bear Resources, we're aligned to Uchi Lake structure. Some of the highest gold grain counts in the whole Red Lake survey from the government. So this is going to be an exciting drill program this winter by Maxtech. And this is kind of the outlook of what we're going to own. And that's basically it for Benton. So love anybody interested in coming to learn more. I think there's a lot of upside. We're trading below our cash value. So it's a great start for us this year.